Hey guys, what's going on? I have a review for you today, and this is on a fragrance I've actually wanted to do for a little while. This is actually going to be on Dior's Homme, right there. You can see that right there. This actually is a decant of it. It's a roller ball. Actually, roller balls are probably my favorite way to apply a fragrance, just because you can put them right over the pulse point. Easy, drip-free. It's all gravy when it comes to roller balls. But now time to Dior's Homme. As far as the bottle goes, this fragrance was released in 2005, so it's still, you could say, a fairly new fragrance being released 5 years ago. The bottle looks just like this. This is actually Dior's Homme Sport, but the same cosmetics of the bottle apply to the original Dior's Homme. Now, as far as the notes of Dior's Homme goes, we do have notes of iris, cardamom, vetiver, lavender, and leather. But now time to what really matters, and that's how Dior's Homme will smell on your skin. Now, even though this is Dior's Homme Sport, I'm going to keep that up there so you get a feel for the bottle for the original. Really, when you first apply Dior's Homme, it comes off very floral and just a little bit fresh. It's semi-fresh, you could say. Now, it only stays like this for about 15 minutes. Then it starts to go up in the heart of the fragrance, and the heart of Dior's Homme really starts to warm up. And this is where my favorite part of Dior's Homme comes in. You get a chocolate-covered floral. Now, this right here is an iris as far as that chocolate-covered floral goes. It's like a chocolate-covered iris if you've ever smelled what an iris smells like. Basically, an iris will come... There's a lot of iris is used in a lot of makeup as far as for women goes. So if you've ever been in a Sephora or an Ulta, chances are you've smelled iris before. But really the natural form of iris, like you would find in a plant or a garden, still gives a similar vibe. But a powdery chocolate-covered iris. And I haven't really smelled anything quite like it before. So I give Christian Dior, the house, major props for coming out with a fragrance with kind of that chocolate-covered iris feel. This definitely reminds you of a unique fragrance. That is 100% for sure. But the fragrance will get powdery. As you start to move into the heart notes of the fragrance, you still get that chocolate-covered iris. It tones down a lot, though. It starts to become pretty close to the skin and becomes extremely powdery. Now, with me, it's weird in powdery fragrances. Certain powdery fragrances I'm all about, you know. Versace's The Dreamer is a powdery fragrance I love. I love Prada's Amber's Pour Homme is a powdery fragrance I love. But there are certain but 9 times out of 10, I usually don't like a powdery fragrance. This is a powdery fragrance I very much enjoy. Now, as far as the longevity and projection of Dior's Homme, and again, like I said, I'll use the little bottle right here to give you a feeling for it. Longevity and projection are actually pretty good, I'd say. Projection, I think this has the perfect amount of projection. The projection is moderate. It's about a foot off of you. So it will leave just a small scent trail as far as scent trails go. Now, as far as how long it lasts, every time I get 6 to 8 hours on this. But really, that starts to go into the season, to which season you'd want to wear this in. This is definitely a fall or winter fragrance. I'd probably put it in more fall than winter, but it can be used for summer nights. I have no problem using this in summer nights. I'd use it much like I'd use the Dreamer as far as summer nights go. Just go pretty easy on the trigger. But definitely do not wear it in pure heat. Make sure there's a little bit of cool air out at least, because too much of this can choke somebody. That's kind of the con with powdery fragrances, is too much of a powdery fragrance will choke you. But definitely, I'd probably use it for a more romantic setting. Like I said, kind of an evening out. But if it were fall or winter, you could use it as a daytime scent if you like. But that's not really how I look at it. This isn't a workhorse to me. This is a special occasion fragrance. Now, as far as the ages, for Dior's Homme, this definitely is something I wouldn't recommend for a high school student or a college student. I'd probably put an age rating of 24, 25 and up on this. See, it does walk the line of a gourmand, being that it has so much of that like chocolate covered floral in it. But because of the powderiness of it, I'm definitely going to stick with the 24 and up. But this is a fragrance I think everybody in that age range upward can enjoy. Now, it itself, it's not really too simple or a too complex fragrance. It's just in the middle. There's just enough development to keep it, a little bit interesting, but don't expect this one to go and like throw you a curveball and twist your mind and be like, man, where did that come from? This isn't the type of fragrance to do that. It's just a little bit of development from the top to the base. Not too much craziness. Now, as far as my rating for Dior's Homme goes, guys, I really enjoy this fragrance. I mean, it's unique. It's probably my second or third favorite fragrance from the Christian Dior house. And that's why the original Dior's Homme is going to get an 8.5 out of 10 from me. And as far as the compliment rating goes on Dior's Homme, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 because this will, if you like the Dreamer, you will definitely like this fragrance. The Dreamer and this fragrance, they remind me of that they can almost be in the same family because the Dreamer has that powdery florals as well. Except I would go to say that, like I said, this is a little more gourmand than the Dreamer is. The Dreamer uses lilies as its main floral notes. Like you're swimming in lilies with Versace's The Dreamer, and I love it. Dior's Homme uses more iris. Now, I don't like iris as much as I do lilies as far as florals go. But this does, like I said, it's almost like they're dipped in chocolate. So if you like sweeter fragrances, this is something that you could like, walking the line of the gourmand. Now, on the flip side of it, if you do not like powdery fragrances, if you do not like floral fragrances, if you do not like gourmands, you will not like this fragrance. It has a very similar vibe to the Dreamer, so if the Dreamer wasn't for you, Dior's Homme probably wouldn't be for you either. But with all that said, I really enjoy this particular fragrance, guys. I'm really glad I have a little decant of this. I actually have to swap this. I used it to get pure malt, and I'm sad I do. But it was definitely good while it lasted. You can see I used quite a bit in there. But yeah, definitely, guys. Be sure to always check out FragranceNet. If you're looking for this, I do still have that coupon code TIM9 over there that does give you an extra 10% off. So hey, if you want to check that out, definitely go ahead and do that. And always rate, comment, subscribe. I hope this review was very helpful for you. And if you have not had an opportunity to try Dior's Homme, try it. No matter what age you are. But college or high school kids might not like it as much. But definitely, guys, I hope you all have a great day. And I will see you another day for another review. So see you later, guys. Bye.